Cash. Wonga. Dosh.
Big chungus.
Money. Many argue that it makes the world go round. Others may simply think it is the root of all evil. Well, back long ago, and I mean super long ago, like before YouTube existed, when money wasn't really a thing, you had bartering, the exchange of goods or services for other goods or services without the use of money, which pretty much just looked like two blokes stood in a field saying something along the lines of this. I'll give you 2 cows for your shovel. Make it 3 cows. Okay, deal. And then they would simply trade items and go about their day. Now this system worked flawlessly until they realised something like this could happen. I'll give you a cow for 6 fish. But I don't want a cow. Oh shit. And it was here that they invented money. Throughout history, various civilizations have created their own forms of currency and economies to buy and sell goods or services and reward individuals for their work. Whether it was the Egyptians with their receipts that showed how much grain they had stored, the Romans with their salt as salaries, or the Chinese creating paper money, it all built the foundations on how we use money in the modern world. Now, of course, today, different countries and territories have their own currencies. The American dollar, the Japanese yen, the European euro, the Swiss franc, and the South African rand. Oh, and there's also England, where the local currency is a tea bag and half a packet of crisps. And each of these currencies have exchange rates. Say, for example, you had 1 million Iranian rial. Nice, sounds like a lot. Well, say you were to then book a flight to the US of A, when you land, that 1 million Iranian rial in the US is worth a whopping $23. Rapper 50 Cent in Iran would technically be known as 21,000 rial. Now, money can be used to buy most things in life, really. Food, animals, drugs,
Let's go!
vehicles, property, clothing, the list goes on. Now, it's of course important to mention that 2 items of the same type can each hold different values. For example, this car is around $222,000, whereas this car is $70. This plain white t-shirt is $7.60, whereas this plain white t-shirt is $160. And of course, the art world is known for being pretty crazy when it comes to money. Different art pieces selling for different prices all the time, going for tens of millions a lot of the time. Take this piece for example, Orange, Red, Yellow by Mark Rothko. Now this piece sold at auction for $86,882,500. And just quickly, believe it or not, I've actually seen this painting in person. And now, I know what you think I'm going to say about it, especially with that price tag, and fair enough, I mean, just look at it. But no, hear me out. It's commonly said that Rothko's pieces were created to evoke an emotion from the viewer due to their sheer size and use of colour. And honestly, when you're stood there in person in a dimly lit room, just you and the painting as it stares back at you, the way Rothko intended for the piece to be displayed, you start to realise, wow, this really is shit. But anyway, if you think Rothko's work sold for a lot of money, now compare it to this piece, which sold for $105 million. Except it didn't, because it's a liquidised photo of PewDiePie's face that I made in Photoshop 5 minutes ago. And it's pretty common knowledge that the most expensive item currently known to man is all the DLC for Farming Sim 2019. And it's not just objects that hold worth, individuals also have net worths, an accumulation of the value of all of their assets. There's Bill Gates at $123.3 billion, the mastermind behind Microsoft, one of the big 5, creators of the Windows operating system, inventors of the Xbox, and pioneers in the technology industry. And maybe his biggest feat yet, he can jump over an office chair.
Is it true that you can leap over a chair from a standing position?
Depends on the size of the chair.
Elon Musk at $153 billion, the brain behind such companies as Tesla and SpaceX, electric cars, flamethrowers, funny, relatable memes, launching rockets from the Earth left, right and centre, all with the goal of colonising Mars in our lifetime. And James Dyson at $9.7 billion, who made some Hoovers and stuff.
This is a review for the Dyson V7.
Money isn't a simple concept either. In fact, it can be quite the illusion. Take this for example. I'd never pay that. The shipping is way too high. But this, on the other hand, oh baby, sign me up. Or how about this? This is extortionate money. What do you take me for? If you ever think I'd pay this much, you'd be actually on second thoughts. And there's one ancient word that can summon huge crowds into frenzies. Battle-like scenarios, in fact. Sale. The battle of Black Friday raining terror across all stores, like the front line of a war zone with warriors in pursuit to save some shillings. Only the greatest can come out on top and acquire the treasure. Work to earn money, spend money, store money, sell things for money, donate money, print money, don't do that, destroy money, don't do that either, and if you're feeling lucky, gamble your money in the sacred lands of Las Vegas, and either win big or lose it all, and then fall into reams of crippling debt and be forced to beg for money. See, it's all one big circle really. Oh, and there's also tax, but I'm not going to get into that motherfucker. Money is super useful. Buy a pair of shoes with it, use it as a very expensive paperweight, bail a friend out of prison, it's endless fun for all the family. And hey, ultimately, all money is just pieces of paper and metal that us humans have given value. And by that logic, any item could be currency. This image of a monkey eating an ice cream could be a form of currency. I mean, it isn't yet, but it could be, and believe it or not, physical cash is only 8% of the world's money. The other 92% is in the form of in-game microtransactions. And as for the future of money, who knows? Maybe physical cash will be wiped out entirely, with all money and transactions becoming fully digital. I mean, with the recent explosion of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum becoming bigger than ever, and stock market scandals left, right and centre, your guess is as good as mine. In 2021, there's thousands of ways you can make money, from starting a successful business, creating a unique product, finding yourself in the middle of a Mr. Beast video.
My husband had a heart attack about a month ago.
Or starting a YouTube channel for children. There really is more options than ever when it comes to earning money. And with all of that said, goodbye!